You're as blue as the open sky. All these blues I can know. I was really hoping. Why don't you and I come together like we can change the weather tonight? All these blues I can know. I was really hoping. Why don't you and I come together like we can change the weather tonight? I'm as blue as the ocean. You're as blue as the open sky. All these blues I can know. I was really hoping. Why don't you and I come together like we can change the weather tonight? When you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when I'm with you, baby, don't you see I'm shining? 'Cause when I'm with you, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Don't pause. Press play. 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 Don't pause. Press play. I wanna hear what you got to say. Press play. Press play. I wanna hear what you got to say. Don't pause, press play. Press play. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Don't pause. Press play. 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 Don't pause. Press play. I wanna hear what you got to say. Press play. Press play. Don't pause, press play.
Seven teams have already booked their spot to the top 8 of the Soraxus Networks Inc. Pinnacle Cup playoffs. One more team will get their chance this evening. Welcome to the Ascend Tournament Series Mainstream. Welcome to the last round of 12 match of ATS Season 6 and of ATS Ascend Tournament Series history. I'm Sqaud bringing you all the action live right now, as it is going to be the Dino squad taking on Beantop in our last match of the round of 12 so far. 4 round of 12 matches, and every single one of them have gone to the underdog by seeding, meaning, as things stand, underdogs seem to have an advantage in these round of 12 matchups. It's tough to recover, obviously, if you're from the Group A bracket, the higher seeds, because with your last match having been a loss, it's so tough to rebound from that, especially in playoffs, knowing that every loss could be your last. For Dino Sqaud and Beantop, single elimination now separates the two from top 8 or elimination before they even get their chance. For Beantop, a team that ran through this bracket, actually had a pretty surprising performance overall, a 4-2 record out of Group B, with teams like Volley Esports, Torrent Core surrounding them. In fact, the only team out of Group B that actually has made the top 8 is 100x Knight, who themselves also ended that season with a 4-2 record. For Beantop, again the number 2 seed in that group, just behind the Volley Esports side. You'd think, at least with the way that things are going here, that Beantop has got themselves a pretty good opportunity to do strongly in this final bracket. I mean, they did take pause up not too long ago to Game 6. They're probably I think they're the only team that's ever been able to really challenge Beantop that much in a best of 7 this season. Yeah, they took pause up to a 6-game series, could likely play against them again in the top 8. As for the Dino Sqaud themselves, one of the lower seeded teams in this tournament, they got through the lower portion of the Swiss bracket 4-0 and then 4-2. Having their most recent win against SP Starbreakers, who themselves have also made it into the final bracket. They're taking on KCG Chaos. Being top themselves, a team that is also part of Group B. Their run, though, a little bit more difficult. 3-3, not a especially great record, but Group B was a group of death, to be certain. A lot of teams very close to it. You talk about a few things maybe changing, maybe adjusting, and maybe we see them already qualified into the top 8. But for the Dino Sqaud side, we'll just have to wait and see if they can get things done. Again, so far all the underdogs have been able to win their matches. We'll see if Dino Sqaud can book their ticket to a top 8 performance, which for them would be a huge accomplishment. Again, this team coming into this event was the second lowest seed, only ahead of SP Twilight. Top 8 would be a huge accomplishment for this roster, just due to the fact that it really feels like all the factors are pushing against them here to make top 8. And yet they're not too far away from qualifying and getting their chance against Pause Up in what would be the first quarterfinals of next week. The top 8 will be next Friday and Saturday. Friday the 6th, Saturday, February 7th. Friday will be all the quarterfinals. Saturday will be the semis and finals. And for one of these two teams, they'll get their chance to stream. They'll be on the first match of Friday with a chance to take on what I think many consider the team, the favorite to win this whole tournament in Pause Up. Regardless, you don't really need to focus on Pause Up yet. The true problem is going to be here against each other. Beantop and Dino Sqaud both looking to make their run into the final bracket. As Dino Sqaud, I think, has just joined. I'm going to get some confirmation in just a moment, but I believe, again, we have gotten some players joining in. It says Jade, Mint, and Soul. So I know for a fact Jade is Nueve. They go by both, I think, from what I've seen. But I believe Soul might be Absol. Makes sense, it's the last part of his name. And of course, Mint is still Mint. So for Dino Sqaud playing with Absol, Mint, and Nueve. Beantop with Dan, Nas, and Judy. We did see Beantop in their match against Pause Up earlier in the playoffs. So of course, again, they lost Fortis 2. No one's been able to beat this Pause Up roster, but they got decently close. They definitely brought a battle to a Pause Up roster who, again, one of the things that's good about Pause Up is that they don't take you lightly, no matter who you are. They take you seriously. Beantop definitely gave them some troubles, although they were definitely outclassed, especially by the end of that series when Pause Up eventually started to figure out the Beantop playstyle and that sort of defensive structure that Beantop is able to withstand. They're able to withstand quite a lot of beatings on the defensive side. That's definitely going to be crucial here against the Dino Sqaud, but as things stand, let's get this series going. This is a best of 7, and tactical timeouts again are in play. We saw only a few days ago Hunter Knight punched their ticket to the top 8. Now we'll see if Beantop or Dino Sqaud will add to that list and be the last of the 8 teams in our final bracket that will be here next Friday and Saturday. Beantop's on the blue. Their run from Group A ended in defeat, going all the way to round 3. But for Dino Sqaud, one of the lowest seeded teams in this tournament, trying to do what would be, I would consider, a accomplishment enough for this roster to make it in the top 8. But here they go, here's their chance, and Dino Sqaud already being put on the defensive line. Beantop, who played a very defensive role against Pause Up, not looking to do that here, as they're already upfield. It will be played upfield, will be kept back by Nueve. Nas will win the challenge against Mint and Juji in as well. Dan waiting behind. Beantop sticking close together. Again, for a team, I think, that can deal with a lot of beating on defense. I think they realize that this is a Beantop side that they should be willing to play aggressive too. One of the lower seeded teams, one of the lower ranked teams in this tournament. Definitely one where if you can make them awkward, you will find a way to make them awkward. And again, they're really trying to put the pressure on Dino Sqaud early, not let them get things started in their favor. Because again, being the underdog means you get a good start, and oftentimes teams like underdogs do get good starts in matches like these. You can really let that carry you through the rest of the series. For now, though, no goals yet, but once one goes in, I expect to see that the floodgates really open from there, as it will be a chance for Nueve. Can't get the shot past Juji. In fact, couldn't get the shot off at all. We'll still keep control. Maybe a flip reset in tow will play this one back to Absol. Dino Sqaud, a very slow turn. It's going to give room for Dan. Mint will keep this one off the back wall, but a little bit sluggish for Dino Sqaud early. Not really the fastest moving team out of that we've seen in this tournament. But they are going to get the strike. It is Nueve who's definitely been asking the questions. And Dino Sqaud will strike first against Beantop's defense. Nueve, definitely the one who's been taking the most chances on Beantop. Will find the goal that breaks things through. As now a big clear from Beantop. We'll look to get offense started again, but it only results in a giveaway. And room for Dino Sqaud to work. Juji will play the challenge up in the air. Has that dribble. Now maybe a extra flip on the end. Little pogo off the ground. It's Dan who's next. Nass. Still moving is Nass. Oh, he's faked this one for Juji. Absol gets there in the way. Follow for Dan, and it's Absol again. Well, I love that fake in front from Beantop. This is a team that does do that. And it absolutely has the ability to do it. These guys have been teammates. Most of these guys are teammates back on Old Dominion University. Back when that team was still around. In fact, I believe it was the same Old Dominion University that won in the Ascent Tournament Series in Season 1. Of course, now trying to find some success in Season 6 on a much tougher stage, but it is Dino Sqaud who catches them on the counterattack. Absol finds Mint, and Mint finds a 2-0 lead. Dino Sqaud, who, again, isn't really the fastest team here on the field, that's for certain. Recognizing that they're not going to outpace the Beantop, and they don't really need to at this level. Instead, I think they're just playing a waiting game. Wait for the chance to show themselves and really make them matter. You're seeing a lot of passing for the Dino Sqaud. One of the reasons why this team has done as well as they have this season. You can tell they've really nailed down a playstyle, and they're definitely not straying from it too far. So often we see teams, especially in playoffs, when things start to go wrong, because inevitably they will, start to shift to trying to change things up. Dino Sqaud right now, I mean, they've had a lot of hardship, but they've got a playstyle. This is one that I can tell, even though I haven't seen this team at all this season, I can tell this is a playstyle that they've really set for themselves here. A pass-heavy style where they're looking for each other at any moments. A slow, methodical move upfield. They're letting the ball be the fastest moving part of this team. Again, that passing has definitely helped them so far this game, as now Mint looking for a third goal. Nueve as Absol, and will leave this one upfield. Absol's got to get to this one. Challenge won by Juji. Oh, a miss from Nueve. Here goes Nass. That's too high. Dan will follow, but again, he doesn't hit the net here. And Dino Sqaud all in the net. We'll clear it away eventually. It's Mint one-on-one. Play to the back. It's in front for Absol, and Juji will get there in time. Beantop looking for the rematch in that final bracket. It is Dino Sqaud, though, who will play it down the field. Mint. Juji, played by Absol. Mint again. Dan. Nueve will win that challenge, and now they've got room to work. Challenge 1, infield. Juji gets there in time, as here goes Absol! And Juji stands up to it. Beantop. Still no goals yet this game or this series. Dino Sqaud doing a great job at just playing a very simple game. Really not making mistakes either. I think that's one thing that Beantop relies on from opponents, is for them to make errors. You're seeing both these teams, again, they're both relying on that chemistry, on that passing, but so far in game 1, Dino Sqaud, definitely the better of the two teams in that respect. Very good chemistry working out, very good passing, and well, now they're one game closer to a spot in the top 8. The Beantop side, though, I'm sure not too concerned just yet. Action continues in hopefully just a moment here as everybody joining back into the lobby. But the Dino Sqaud starting strong. I mean, they're going to be in the first match of the quarterfinals, the one at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, the earliest, so I'm sure for them at least, it's going to be tough, but again, they're not thinking, I think, too much about that. They're just thinking about getting themselves to that final bracket. Realistically, I think for both these teams, that top 8 is kind of the goal they're looking for. Of course, both of them having either eventful regular seasons. Dino Sqaud Beantop again, both part of what was Group B. In fact, Dino Sqaud played Beantop back in week 2. That match was taken by Beantop, but it went all the way to Game 5. So we know obviously from history that Dino Sqaud knows how to take on this Beantop roster. They may not be the higher ranked team, but you can tell that passing from them is pretty impressive. You don't see a lot of teams who are that crisp in the passing plays. And of course, for Dino Sqaud, I need to make sure that they keep it going. I think the one thing though that could be a concern for them would be the pace of play. Seems like oftentimes they're a bit slow to get moving, and that can really hurt them here. If Beantop recognizes that they can win just by pure pace, I'm sure they'll really start to use it. And you see it here from them. Very slow from Dino Sqaud to get up to the ball, and Dan with a lot of room that he probably shouldn't have had to shoot that one. Given to him by Dino Squad's lack of pace. And that is Beantop's first of the series, and their first lead of as well. As Absol looking to go the other way, has Jaden up his field as well. It's a layoff pass. Here goes Mint. It's well placed too, but not enough on it to take down Nas. Then a squad will have to go back, and now everybody's up. Look at the pace. That's going to be saved by Nueve, but that got very close to being more dangerous. Beantop will carry this one back as it's Juji. Challenge won by Nueve. Mint plays the ball from Dan. Beantop. I have to give a little bit of room for Dino Sqaud here as Nueve again going to make things really difficult for them. Definitely appreciate seeing Nueve really take charge in that leadership role, allowing players to form in behind them, and now getting the offense going. It's in front and it falls in for Absol. We saw Nueve got things started here with the chaos. They added onto it with that shot on Dan, and it's Absol who cleans it up. The shot actually wasn't on target. It went wide, but Juji with an own goal. Still, that is a great work from Dino Sqaud and really from Nueve to get the offense moving, make some chaos here against Beantop. And now Dino Sqaud looking for a lead. They've all pushed up for this. I mean, for good reason. You saw Nueve wide open on the other side of the field. If that pass connects, it's easily a 2-1 lead for Dino Sqaud. Instead, now they gotta go back, and Nueve's not in position. This one, big jump, will get there. And now they'll go down the field. Once again, Nueve starting things up the ceiling. Second, oh! Nueve has popped off. Dino Sqaud with a lead. Oh, a triple tap. And no doubt about it, Beantop can't block that one. Beautiful from Nueve. And if you need any reason to believe that they're the key to success right now for Dino Sqaud, I don't know what else will convince you. Dino Sqaud take the lead back, and Nueve still not done. Will go upfield again. We'll leave things for Mint now. That's rolling towards goal. Nueve on the demo as well will leave Juji isolated. Challenge taken. Nueve in front. It's an awkward play for Nas. Nueve goes again. Absol's waiting. The pass is out, cut out by Juji. Dino Sqaud all waiting. And look at how high up they were on that play. Everybody waiting out just outside the box. That's how much trust they have in Nueve right now. They just have not failed for the Dino Sqaud. And it looks like it's giving them even more confidence to keep things going. Ain't trying to go out downfield on their own. As Nueve makes the first challenge, it's Absol who will take down Juji. Nueve, Mint, surely it's 3-1 from here. You knew it as soon as you saw Nueve go for the assist. No chance on blocking that one for Dan. Just too far out of position. I think was expecting the shot. Dino Sqaud, any chance they get, they're looking for those passes, and Beantop just has not been able to recognize when they're coming. But realistically, the plan is simple. Give the ball to Nueve and let Nueve find someone. I think for Beantop, it's about getting rid of Nueve's and those options that Nueve is looking for. Mint to Absol. Oh, doesn't win that challenge, and it's Juji. We'll leave things midfield. Not enough boost for Beantop, though. And then a Sqaud go back. It's Nueve with the corner. Can't get the play on anyone there as it's Juji. Bumped out. As now, oh, it's a fake Tenas. Nueve gets there, now one-on-one. It's going to be 4-1 for Dino Sqaud. Nueve with 2 goals and 2 assists. Still 100% goal participation on Forbidden Temple. But a great block leads to a great counterattack, leads to another goal for Nueve, and a 4-1 lead for the Dino Sqaud. I think both these teams, right now, simply, it's a case of both teams want to do the same thing. They want to play that pass style. They want to play with chemistry, but you're seeing Dino Sqaud do it better with Nueve leading this team through the offense. Unstoppable right now. You know, so many people talk about Rocket League being that 3-person type of game. And yet, we're seeing Nueve, do all the heavy lifting for Dino Sqaud, but hey, to be fair, they're doing it, they're making it happen, and now they'll get another assist to Mint. Absol on the bump attempts, and Beantop just completely all out of position here. They're all way too far from each other. Dino Sqaud pick them apart one by one, and again Nueve in the middle of things, leading the charge for Dino Sqaud. This game, at this point, must be over. Dino Sqaud have ran away with this thing, and Nueve, if they can somehow keep this sort of inhuman level of consistency, then I don't know if Beantop has any way of beating them, has any way of shutting down Nueve. Well, speaking of, here they go. Flip reset. We'll play the challenge off of Juji. Nas. Juji to the side wall. A bit of a double commit for Beantop, and no one in the midfield means it will be cleared away by Mint. Absol flicks this one to the corner. In goes Nueve. Mint off the bar. Absol back to Mint again. Up goes Nueve. It's their call, and it's almost their goal, saved away by Dan. A little bit of help from the crossbar. But it's Dino Sqaud who still keep this ball moving. Mint infield, trying to get one on Dan. Nueve plays the challenge, but Dino Sqaud will win the game here. A masterclass performance from Nueve on offense. And Beantop, they'll get 1 goal late, but it won't matter. Game 2 for Dino Sqaud. And Nueve with maybe one of the best singular performances I've seen from any player in this division. You don't see someone do that kind of work on offense often. And that means the Dino Sqaud now up 2-0 in the series. 2 games away. 2 wins away from the top 8. Now, Beantop do have a tactical timeout. I don't think they used it at all when they played against the Pause Up roster. And it seems like they're not going to be using one here either. Well, we're moving to game 3 without too much hesitation. Dino Sqaud is looking pretty good so far. Two wins away from top 8. Dino Sqaud have set their sights on the final bracket and do not want to leave. This round of 12 so far has been an underdog's playground, and Dino Sqaud may be just the next and last statistic to support that across both Phoenix Cup, the Soul's Path Phoenix Cup, and of course the Soraxus Networks Inc. Pinnacle Cup. Of our 7 round of 12 matches so far, only one of them has seen the team from Group A, the favorites, by seeding, win outright. Dino Sqaud may make that 1 for 8. For now, it is still obviously not over just yet. A 2-0 series lead. We've seen some teams come back from this kind of deficit. Although for Beantop, I can't imagine this is exactly an easy deficit to come back from. Dino Sqaud right now is playing that heavy pass style, and Beantop so far has not been able to recognize it that easily. They've not been able to cut it out. And the sad thing is for them, it's pretty obvious what Dino Squad's doing. They're not exactly hiding that they want to pass the ball. But they do it so well, they don't really need to hide when they're passing it. As off the back wall, will be played in front. Mint will have the ball next now. Oh, a bump in front for Absol. Mint's gonna play this one to Nueve. Great pass, great goal. Mint to Nueve. And Dino Squad to a 1-0 lead. That'll make things a whole lot easier for Dino Squad. It'll make things a lot better for them. They just continue that momentous run. And Beans Up, I mean, they know what's at stake here. You lose and your run is over. You're eliminated. It's the final bracket after all. The Dino Squad looks amped up to run away with things, although that's a big open net and a big miss. Oh, Nash is going to put it in. Oh, Dan is going to be very happy for that because that shot was wide open for Dan. And he somehow hits it wide of the post. Nash will help him out though, put it in. Beantop ties, a double commit from Dino Squad makes that happen. Here goes Nueve. Dan to clear it back. Absol to collect, and here goes Dino Squad as Juji, Mint. Great stab away from Nas as Jade next to go. Infield, it is. Oh my! Oh, are you kidding me? That's a 1-2-1 and go. And Dino Squad dicing up the defense. Oh my goodness! How on earth is this team battling in the round of 12? They're playing like a top team in this bracket. 3 minutes left, but Dino Squad continuing to find ways just to light up the nets. I have never seen this before. Now they go again. It's saved out by Nas. Beans Up. Playing survival at this point, says they're gonna get a goal! Where on earth did that go? It got through Absol. He must not have seen it because that was never should have gone in. Tying game for Beansop, but I don't know how on earth that falls in for them. But they won't be the ones complaining, that's for certain. Every goal matters in a match like this, and I mean at this point with what you're seeing Dino Squad doing, you had every reason not let them run away with this. As Absol carried away by Juji, back to the orange half of the field. Nueve, I think, still has 100% goal participation for Dino Squad in this game. And sent across by Juji. Dan. Nas challenged by Absol. Up goes Juji. And played aside by Mintz. It's infield, Nas to clear, Juji next to go. As Beantop will send this one away. Juji. Nas. In goes Nueve. Beantop losing these challenges now. It's a chance. Mintz just wide. But that's why Absol's right behind. Well, this play from Juji needed to be better. Honestly, I would have liked it if they just kept it to the back corner instead of trying to play it upfield. You have options in the back corner. You don't need to go upfield with it. And instead they give it away, and that makes an easier chance for Dino Squad, one that they will score on. Beansop now behind, must find a goal in the last 100 seconds. Oh, he might find it here. Ooh, my goodness, Absol got to that one. And Dino Squad looking to play for time and quadruple match point. Mint. Off the back wall. In goes Dan. As not a great play from Nueve will leave things for Mint, who must have called them off. Everybody up for Dino Squad. That's not on target, though. Beantop missing another big chance. But here they go again. Nas putting the pressure on Nueve, but well played. Gets everybody from Beantop to commit, so it's going to be very tough to score from this position. And Dino Squad will take it away again. Mint Absol, cleared back by Juji. Beantop will press, but nothing really going for them easily. That's on target. But Mintz will have it again. Second touch. Nas saves the team. This might though for Beantop, they'll need a goal. They need one soon. 30 seconds to go in game 3. Time running out for this side to prevent match point from Dino Sqaud. As Absol pinched back by Nas. Nueve looking for the bump on Dan. Won't get it, but will allow the play to continue. Now they'll go back to Absol. It is keep away for Dino Sqaud. Beantop meaning just any chance. They gotta get downfield and soon. Nas will wait. They'll try to play it aside. It's infield. Nueve fakes it. And it will hit the floor right there. Dino Sqaud on quadruple match points. 1 win away from the top 8. And 1 win away from continuing to find that success. Game 4. Sovereign Heights next, and for Dino Sqaud, well, they've made 3 games look pretty easy for themselves. Now they just need 1 more win, and they'll be into the top 8 and be here on this stream next Friday. The Beantop, they must win via reverse sweep. They don't happen in best of 7 top, and I don't know if it's ever happened in the Ascent Tournament Series on this stream. I know if it's ever happened on the stream. I don't think it's happened when it was on the stream, on the main stream previously. I don't think it's ever happened on the main stream that we've had a best of 7 reverse sweep in the Ascent Tournament Series, but Beantop now must make history, I believe, to win this thing. They must do one if they want to stay in the tournament. But Dino Sqaud already looking to make things tough. They are looking to not give them any opportunities. End this series quickly, get to the top 8, and take on the next challenge of Pause Up. Well, here goes Absol. Gonna get some plays upfield. Will be Mint next. Play to the side wall. Mint with the redirect up high. Dan looking for Nas. Will be punched back in by Jade. Juji. Flip reset. Just trying to get that dunk play, but Dino Sqaud expertly recognize the play. Doesn't really go for much of a challenge there. They know that there's not a lot of options for Juji on that one. And they'll go upfield because of this. Demo on Nueve. Here goes Mintz off the back. No one there. Absol to the right side of the net. And that play, Beantop putting a lot of trust in Juji to get this clear. They fall off the post. They can't get it. And it makes things easy for Absol and Dino Sqaud. Played ahead. Absol. Kept up by Nas. Double commit for Dino Squad's gonna put them in some real trouble, but in they go as this one played to Nueve. Maybe a second touch as well to follow. Nas bumped out. Absol. Ooh, bumped as well. Nas will carry onward. As Nueve midfield. Absol again. Low boost this time. Won't get there first. But it's played to Mint, off the ceiling, off the back. Actually, lined up for that last touch there. It is Nueve who is looking for that second goal. Beantop so far have done well to keep things out, but you know that defense has had their fair share of problems of getting out of their half. Dino Sqaud with these sort of incredible offensive options they've had so far. You don't feel like they're ever too far away from getting that second goal. Beantop really must be the team that has to score next in this game. Also, I don't know if they are able to really climb back from a 2-goal deficit all that easily against a team like the Dino Sqaud. He's been looking for some bumps in front. Nueve finds Absol. Juji not there. Fortunately for Beantop, the shot goes a bit high. As now, it's, oh, a demo. We'll open up the net, but Juji cuts across. Beantop really all out of place here. You can see all of them moving across the field. Trying to read what the Dino Sqaud is doing to them here, but because they've not been able to really get to the ball fast enough, they're not able to play those challenges, not able to play those 50-50s, and you can see them moving a lot. That means a lot of boosters being used. They're being pulled out of position. Dino Sqaud letting the ball do all the movement, not the cars. You can tell Beantop just trying to keep pace, but that is so hard to do when Dino Sqaud is this committed to passing, as Nueve blocked by Juji. Absol to Mint. Mint to the back corner. He hits it wide, but Dino Sqaud stays in. Pitched across. Juji. Mint. Looking to find a teammate here. It's off the ceiling, and Nueve would have liked a better shot on that one. Dino Sqaud keeps the offense still 1-0 up. That goal could be the one to win out the series and book Dino Sqaud into the top 8. As played aside. Juji, in goes Nueve. Wins the challenge too as they dunked out Nas. Beantop still pushing for any answers. Dino Sqaud so far have kept them quiet. Now they go for 2, and they will do it as well. Absol on the last touch, but it's again Nueve who just cannot seem to do anything wrong tonight. Dino Sqaud may have just taken the series there and has eliminated Beantop from contention. Still a minute to go, but Beantop must work quickly. Nas, pinch back. Juji. The corner, and Beantop knows their run rests on this final minute. Pass, Stan needed a better touch than that. We played all the way to Mint. Nas jumps in. Juji, Dan, above the goal, will force Dino Sqaud to go. Not made by Absol. Everybody jumps in. Triple commit now. For Beantop, they can jump in and take advantage, but Mint to clear. And Beantop must reconsider. Dan, oh, a big bump from Absol. That's going to kill any momentum for Beantop. And Mint now. The reset to test the defense. Nas, gonna play the challenge up high. Beantop needs to go down the field. Juji, the dribble. Nas ahead. The bump is made. And it's a 1-goal difference. 4 seconds to go. Beantop now all relying on the kickoff. Doesn't get much more do or die than this. Season on the line. 4 seconds to go. Kickoff won by Beantop. Dan. One last chance. Is this it? It's played above. It's kept up by Nas. But Nueve will end the game and the season for Beantop. 4-0. Dino Sqaud advanced to top 8. A 4-0 sweep, Dino Sqaud. Well, they'll be more than happy about the end of this season. Boy, a 4-0, and my goodness, they were by far the better team in this game. Dino Sqaud battled forward, battled through, and credit to them. Really earned that victory. They'll be taking on Pause Up next Friday. And for being a team that came into this tournament kind of as a big unknown, well, they won't be unknown anymore. Top 8, a huge accomplishment for Dino Sqaud. And of course, not done yet. Obviously, they're still in the bracket, they're still in the competition. They're still here to battle for that $300 grand prize. Unfortunately for Beantop, it's a real tough pull for them, but that also means now that of these 12 matches, 7 of them were won by the underdogs. Unfortunately for Beantop, got so close to, getting what they wanted to, went 0-2 in the Soraxus Networks Inc. Through the qualifier. Unable to get that victory in the end against the Dino Squad side that has proven themselves so far. I mean, their win before was against SP Starbreakers. That itself is a pretty impressive performance, but Pause Up will be their next challenge in the quarterfinals. And we're going to get a little interview here with, I believe it's Oscar of the Dino Squad, who is, I believe, the one player who didn't play today. As welcome in, Oscar. Welcome in. I don't think you got to. I don't think you got to play today here for this team, but you got to see them go 4-0. Go 4-0 through Beansop, make a top 8. How are you feeling? This is a big accomplishment for the Dino Squad. I think you guys came in as a relative unknown. I mean, how does this feel, making top 8 for you guys? I don't think a lot of people had you guys making it this far, but yet you've proven everyone wrong. This has got to be a big accomplishment for you guys.
I'm proud of my team. You know, we played really well, high key. What's it called? We had like a play style we had to learn, and we learned that. We were training hard, mad hard. We had to like lock in for these last like few games, you know, before we make it to the playoffs. And you know, they showed up and we won. You know?
Yeah. No, I understand exactly what you mean here, and I know for a fact, at least for you guys, seeding's been pretty difficult this season. You guys have not exactly been given nice seeding at the start of the season, free for the regular season, but playoffs is really where you guys seem to find it. Is there something about playoffs that makes this team play better, or you mentioned you guys have practice, or is it just that the practice has finally come full circle and you guys have finally been able to show us what you guys truly can do?
You know, we had to lock in. I don't know what happened. I think it was Mint. Mint had to lock in finally. He's finally actually like, you know, waking up for once. You know, he was kind of late to the thing, but like, you know, we had to call him, right? And we pulled through. He showed up. We played well, and we're on to the next series.
Yeah, and I know for a fact one of the star players for you guys today was Nueve here, aka Jade. Felt like they just could not do anything wrong. This team, I think this team recognized that too after game 2, just how well Nueve is playing. Did the playstyle sort of shift to favor Nueve more as the series went on? I mean, you obviously got the hot hand. You want to feed that as much as you can. I felt like there was a shift between game 2 and game 3 for this team to focus on allowing Nueve to kind of lead and be the middle of the offense. Was that intentional, or is that something that just kind of happened by chance, or is this something that happens often with Nueve?
Honestly, it happens like it just happens by chance. It's not really like a play style that they have. It's kind of just like it revolves around them, like all each other. No one really kind of plays like they're like focus on one person, but like other than that, I mean, I guess he showed up today, and you know, he scored all the goals, all the cool goals.
Yeah, of course, and of course I don't want to keep you for too long. Let you guys obviously go and practice for your upcoming match, which will be this Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Talk about a terrible match for you guys. You guys got to go up against Pause Up now, the #1 overall seed in the quarterfinals. So far, they have taken on a lot of teams that have not lost yet this season. The team that's got the closest was Beansop, who did just sweep. What's the plan to take on Pause Up? I mean, this is a team full of RLCS caliber players. What's the game plan going up against the team that so far is the team to beat, that no one's been able to take down yet?
We'll see. I gotta see what the replays are. You know, I won't go into detail because like, you know, we gotta keep it a secret. But like, we just gotta see what we're up against before RLCS. You know, because like they're obviously gonna play RLCS, so. You know, we'll see. We got to see what playstyle we could play, or we could use.
Yeah, of course. Well, so for now, though, congratulations on your win against Beansop. Made it look easy, and you definitely deserve your spot here against Pause Up. Reminder again that your match is going to be next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The first match on stream, actually, in fact. But for now, take care. Have an amazing rest of your night. We'll see you guys in about a week for your Friday matchup. So for now, congrats to you and to you, Oscar, and to the rest of the Dino Squad. Good luck next Friday when we see you again. Before you go, you have any shoutouts? Anything else you want to say? Any final words before obviously you guys leave? You practice and you come back next Friday to take on Pause Up.
I want to say thank you and shout out to Jerry KBM. I feel bad for his broken door, and shout out to CJ.
Of course, congratulations to you and to the Dino Squad side. Good luck against Pause Up. We'll see you again next Friday.
All right, thank you.
That was Oscar joining us there. 4-0 sweep for the Dino Squad. And hey, but the way that they're playing today, I honestly like the sound of like how it's sounding for this team. It seems like they're pretty confident that they'll be able to get things moving, get things going. Of course, we'll have to just wait and see for certain, but they look good, Seems like they're playing well. I think this team has given themselves a pretty good chance to be successful here, as we'll get a read out. As well, thank you all so much for joining the Ascent Tournament Series mainstream. I'm Sqaud FC again. Congrats to the Dino squad and making top 8. But that means our bracket is set. Reminder that the quarterfinals will start 7 p.m. Eastern Time next Friday, February 6th. And then the semifinals will start 8 p.m. Eastern Time, February 8th. February 8th? February 7th. Not the 8th. We're not playing on the 8th here. February 7th. For now, though, take care. Have a great rest of your evening, afternoon, whatever it is for all of you. And we'll see you again later, February 7th, for the Pinnacle Cup Championship. We'll also see you all tomorrow with the Phoenix Cup Championship from Soulless Path. That is tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and start the quarterfinals. So we'll see you then for more playoffs action from a different division.